guys, we're in the last lesson of this week, and we're going to look at vertical shift. Okay, so last lesson, okay, I'll write down. Last lesson, we had a look at graphs like this: y equal, let's say, a cosine theta, and we said that a before the trig function stretches the graph or compresses it. If it's more than 1, it will stretch. If it's between 0 and 1, it will compress it. If it's negative, it will do the compressing, stretching, but also flipping. So now we're going to look at, let's say, a graph like that, sine x plus 2. Okay? So to be able to draw that, the first thing you need to do is draw the mother graph. Okay? The mother graph in this case is, I'll use green, is y equals sine x. It's like your source. Okay? And you should eventually be able to just draw it without thinking. It's like a wave. Okay? Right? It swings between 1 and minus 1. Okay? So that's y equals sine x. Okay? And also we know that there's a period of 360, so it repeats itself every 360. Right? What do you reckon, guys? And I'm asking you now, what do you think the blue function would look like? What do I need to do to that function? Shift, in which direction? Up. How much? 2. Okay, so what was before 0 will be 2. Okay, so like I told you, you always choose these important points. Okay, so what was 0 will be 2. What was 1, which was in 90 degrees, now will be, okay, this point will get there. This point will get to 3. Okay, so it will be like that. Sorry, we're going to draw the points first. Yeah, I should listen to my own. And the 0 will become 0 will become 2 because we're shifting it. And the minus 1 will become 1. And the 0 will become 2. So now I'm going to just connect the dot, making sure they're nice and curvy. And I've got y equals sine x plus 2. Just shift it upward. Okay? Right. I'm just going to pause here for a second. Okay, the same thing with cosine. Okay? So I've got cosine x minus half. Okay, so we start with the source, the mother graph in this case, which is just what's y equal cosine x. Which again, eventually we will green. Okay. Eventually it will come natural to you. Okay, but it swings from 1 to minus 1. It goes 0 at 90 and 270. Minus 1 at 180. Goes back to 1, 360. Okay, so minus half. Okay, this time is going to be shifted down. Okay, how much? Half. Okay, so the 1 will become, where it was 1, now it will be half. Where it was 0 will become minus half. Where it was minus 1 it will be minus 1 and a half, minus half and half. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be just shifted downward. Yeah, I didn't really do it that well. I should go through there. Something like this. Not very tidy, but never mind. Okay? Shift it downward. Okay. What do you reckon happens to the amplitude in both of these cases? Is the amplitude changed? No, the amplitude is the same. Remember, amplitude is the difference between the maximum and the minimum divided by 2. So the difference between the maximum and the minimum is the same. It's the same. We didn't change. We just changed the maximum and the minimums. They moved down here, they moved up before. But the amplitude didn't change. The period also didn't change. Okay? So with vertical shift, the only thing that changes are the values. Okay? The range, also the range doesn't change. Okay? No, the range obviously does change. Okay? Because it swings between minus 1 and 1, and now it swings between minus 1 and a half and a half. Okay? Now, just to summarize it, summarize. Okay? So if I've got y equal a sine x plus q. Okay? So this is summary for the last 2 lessons. Okay? I'm taking an innocent equation like sine x, and I start putting some changes there. Okay? Your Q, we just said, okay, is your vertical shift. Okay? It pushes the function up or down. And this, by the way, will be true for all the functions that we're going to work with, not just trig. The A is your stretch or compression, stretch compress. Okay, if it's more than one stretch, if it's between 0 and 1, it's compressed. But also possibility, it could also flip. Okay, if it's negative. We alright, guys? Okay, so what I'd like you to do now, okay, and you as well at home, okay, is page 91. Page 92, exercise 11. Okay? There's not a lot there. Let's just do all of that. Okay? I will, just for those at home as well listening, I've marked your test. I will go over it. Let's go over it tomorrow. Next week.